Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an episode of the Ringside Wrap-Up. And it's a bit of a history-making show for us today, as for the very first time we cover MMA. And not only are we covering MMA, we're covering Eternal. And who better to open the show with than Australia's best fighter, the Hunter, Adrian Payne. Adrian, thanks for taking your time out to have a few words today.
Yeah, thanks Jimmy for having me, and excited to be part of the show.
We're pretty excited too. Things are still going well with your comeback. You won again overseas and another first-round knockout.
Yeah, I beat Malaysia's #1 MMA ranked lightweight in October. So I knocked him out in 48 seconds, and I'm now in title elimination for the lightweight strap for ONE FC.
Right, that's going to be unreal. You've had the two fights in your comeback, and they've both ended up in first-round knockouts. This might sound like a bit of a silly question, but there's a bit of a belief in the boxing game. So sometimes it's better to get the rounds under your belt rather than have quick knockouts all the time. Like if you run into a bloke who can go the 5 rounds with you, is that going to be a test for your fitness, or are you still confident enough to handle it?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, I've been fighting for 15 years. I've gone 5-round fights, so 25-minute fights. So my stamina is never a question. So I'm just happy now after 15 years I'm knocking people out and making it easier and still earning the same money, if not more.
Yeah, so this is going to be a great show. We have 2 Australian title fights. The first one was Tim Moore and Luke Norris for the Australian lightweight title.
Yeah, Tim Moore's been around for a while. He's won a few straps. He's a very, very good fighter. He's a local Gold Coast boy, and he's always getting better. And he's fighting dangerous Luke Morris, who's also been around a while as well. So I think it's at a bantamweight belt or something. But I mean, these guys are tough, and they're really, really exciting.
Will this matchup be the 5-by-5 minute rounds?
Yeah, if it's 5-5s, it's tough. It goes to see who's got better technique and better attrition in the end. But I'm sure both boys and both their camps are prepared for it.
Yeah, and one of your boys from Harvey Bay, Greg Azzuri, also goes for the Australian title, was David Butt, who was formerly from Harvey Bay as well. So it's a bit of a local battle for them, but they're having it down here at the sunny Gold Coast.
Yeah, Greg Azzuri and David Butt are fighting for the Eternal lightweight strap. Both are really good, tough competitors. Greg is from our affiliate school in Harvey Bay, and he's really tough. He trains a lot himself. He's been through a bit of adversity, and he's a real example of what hard work can get anybody in this game.
That's right too. I saw your man Greg before, and he's pretty excited about tonight too.
Yeah, he's excited. He's a real fighter. He doesn't do it for the fame or for his Instagram followers or his likes. He does it because he genuinely loves it. So, and he's almost a little bit old school in a way. So that's what I love about Greg, and I always love watching him fight. He's so exciting.
Hey, that's great. I'm really looking forward to that matchup as well. Back to your career, Adrian. The way you are finishing these fights quickly, are you finding it harder to get opponents? Because 2016, I imagine you want to be straight back into it.
Yeah, ONE FC have offered me a title eliminator shot already. Obviously, we all know the champion is Shinya Aoki. So, I'm keen to fight whoever it is to get me to the top and to get that belt.
Any idea on the time frame of when this fight might take place?
They got a big roster, and but we're looking at March at this stage. I'm taking my family on holidays, well-earned holidays in January. So I'll be fighting in March 2016.
Oh, that's fantastic. I know a lot of your fans in Papua New Guinea and here in Australia will be looking forward to that. I know I am. Yeah. And once again, Adrian, thank you very much for taking your time out today.
All right, thanks, mate.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Hunter, Adrian Payne.
Now get busy!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ringside Wrap-Up with Jimmy Shannon. And with me at this moment, we have the reigning and defending lightweight champion, David Budd. David, thank you for taking a few moments of your time out.
Thank you.
Mate, you come all the way down from Harvey Bay to defend your title, and you're lining up for your 17th contest. How's the preparation been?
I'm originally from Harvey Bay, yeah. Preparation's been good. Just living the dream. Preparation's been really good.
Hey, that's good. It must be a big thrill to be the semi-main event on a big show like Eternal.
Oh yeah, it's a huge honour. Not many people get to do it, and I'm lucky enough to be one of those very few.
Hey, that's two. Now, being the defending champion, your challenger, Greg's coming in on a bit of a roll. He's had 2 TKOs and a submission knockout. No doubt you already know that, but have you sort of worked out a little bit of a game plan to combat his submission moves?
We're just going to go wherever the fight takes us. If it goes to the ground, then we'll go to the ground. If it goes standing up, we'll stand up with him.
Yeah, it must be a different preparation to what I'm used to from the Muay Thai background, where you've got to really work hard on your ground game.
Yeah. You got to work all aspects of it with MMA. You got to work your wrestling and your Muay Thai, and obviously your ground game.
Yeah, it's pretty much becoming the ultimate sport at the moment. Ratings overseas are just astronomical, and it's just about a big pay-per-view every week now.
Yeah, there's a few going around. Hopefully one day I could make it to the big time, and I'm pretty sure that Greg will want to make the big time as well. There's a few big organisations getting around.
It's good. It's good for the sport too, no matter what type of sport you're doing. Well, Dave, look, I can see you're very focused on your fight that's coming up, so we'll let you go. But thank you very much for helping out, and good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. David Butt.
Down! Get busy!
Welcome back to the Ringside Wrap-Up. And tonight is one of the semi-main event contestants, Greg Azzurri. Greg's come all the way from Harvey Bay, and tonight he goes for the Australian title. How are you feeling for the fight, Greg?
Pretty good, actually. I had a great cut, so had a pretty good training camp coming into here, and all the hard work's done, so it's just a matter of putting it together on the night, which is tonight. So
it's funny how it goes in the fight game. The lead-up is stressful, but the fight's something you probably enjoy more than anything else.
Yeah. Once I'm in there, I'm pretty relaxed. It's the whole lead up there, the whole cutting, the whole dieting, the whole of that. It's pretty under control now. 24 fights in, but still, it's just those little tweaks so you can fix things and change things to always feel a little bit better. And I think I get better each time with the preparation. Yeah,
well, your recent record's been good too. You've had the submission and 2 TKOs your last 3 fights, so you're a man on the roll. And when you're on the roll, it's the right time to challenge for the big titles.
Yeah, that's true. I've just this year, this will be when I win this will be 4th in a row, so that's a pretty good roll considering the competition's not the easiest, and especially when you're up there. So yeah, it's just good fun to get in there and challenge. So
yeah, good stuff. You're telling me earlier your preparation's been good. If it goes the distance, you obviously have the fitness to go all the way through.
Yeah, pretty much so. My Muay Thai coach Craig Glover makes sure of that. He pushes me to nearly spewing. His goal, I think 2 days ago, even though I was still training pretty hard, he said his goal that morning was to try to make me spew, and he come pretty close, but yeah.
Yeah, he's tried the same with me, but it's normally through beer drinking. He's that sort of bloke. Well, Greg, look, you've got a lot to do, and I'm sure you want to get your mental prep going and warm up, so thank you very much for helping out today. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Greg Azzurri.
Semi-main event of the evening is for the vacant Eternal Lightweight title. He fights out of Harvey Bay, the Tarantula, Greg Azzurri. He fights out of the Gold Coast. Please welcome the Punisher, David Budd.
Okay, we're back on the Ringside wrap-up, and tonight's winner, and what's got to be the coolest fight name I've heard for a long time, the Tarantula. Greg Astori, that was a great win and a great fight.
Thank you very much. Like I said after the fight, just my stand-up coach just put so much into me, and it shows tonight, and I'm just grateful for that.
Yeah, the boxing was unreal. Like from the halfway stage of the first round, it was just like watching one of the best boxing fights you'll ever see. But when you went down the ground and got the chokehold, that was the finisher for you.
Yeah, I could feel on the feet. He just kept copping him and just kept coming forward. I thought he's not going to get knocked out. I've got to choke him. Like the second we clinched, he went real loose and floppy, and I knew the ground's where I was going to finish it. Unfortunately, I wanted to finish it standing, but mate, hats off to him. He took some big hits and just kept coming. So.
Yeah, Dave was unreal, and so was yourself too, just for that matter. But you're right, yeah. And just like most fighters, the first thing you're doing is paying tribute to your opponent, and that's what we do this game for.
Yeah, look, we can't do it without each other, without the support of the fans, without everyone. It really is a community. If one of my coaches said to me, just because he's your opponent, if you saw him at a barbecue, you'd have 99% things in common. You'd talk. Just because you're on the other side of the ring doesn't mean you have to hate each other. All it is a competition. You get in there, do your best. End of the day, shake hands and walk out. That's
the best thing about combat sports. And I know, speaking for myself, some of my best friends, both I've had fights with as well. Yeah, well, I've had it's my 24th fight. 5 fights ago, I fought a guy from Spain, and that was 2 years ago, and he was in my hometown 2 weeks ago, teaching at my gym and rolling with me. So keeping those friends that I fought, I'm proud of that effort. As it should be. Greg, we'll let you go. I'm sure you've got plenty of stuff to do. Congratulations again. It was a great effort. It's the first time I've seen you fight, but I guarantee you this, it won't be the last. Thank you very much. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the Tarantula, Greg Astori.
On the next episode of the Ringside Wrap-Up with Jimmy Shannon, we talk to Ben 10 Ewan about his shoot to fame, his win at UFC 193 in Melbourne, and what he has in store for 2016. We talk to main event fighters Luke Morris and Timmy Moore before their flyweight title fight. All this and more highlights from Eternal MMA 14. Stay tuned to the Ringside Wrap-Up with Jimmy Shannon.